today. I'm just putting on that Wi-Fi because I forgot to do it. But anyway, let's see if it's going to make a difference. The Jag painted. How bad's that? Captain done an awesome job. Anyone that's been following us on the Kingatow Parts Finder page will be well aware that she's been painted. So here she is, guys. She has come up sweet. Okay, so there was a post I put up yesterday about wheels and tyres. Okay, so we're going to be running stockos on this just simply because they're a HQ pattern. If you put Commodore wheels on the offset, it's not quite right, but I don't mind the stock wheels. So what I've done here, yes, I know the hubcaps aren't polished. Like, it all comes down to how much time do you spend test fitting something, and then the final clean will happen or go together. So anyway, don't tell me the hubcaps aren't polished. Righto, I've put that tape around to simulate a white wall, because you'll see on the picture on the Facebook page that it just doesn't look right. And I'm not too sure whether to paint the rims silver again and not black. But all in all, it come up well. There's a dint right there. I don't care. Like, we're going to go through and slice and buff, which means a really light wet sand and then a polish, and she'll come up pretty sweet. There's a couple of runs just here from where he tried to get the paint, because we didn't take the door handles off, tried to get the paint in behind the door handles, but that's fine. It's not going to matter. All in all, very happy. Very, very happy with how this thing come up. It is just absolutely awesome. So next step will be exhaust. Now, I want to run a 2.5 inch exhaust on this thing. My normal exhaust guy, Graham, can't do the 2.5 inch exhaust that I want. His bender won't do it because the Jags are a bit painful, apparently. They're just a beast. Love it. Just enough of a cam. It's dumped in front of the diff at the moment. She runs pretty sweet. I've still got to sort the air conditioning stuff out. Most of the brackets there, I've got to make a little spacer and stuff, clean up in the engine bay. But yeah, all in all, very happy with the big girl. Oh yeah. So that's her anyway. I've got to put all the dash back together in the center console there, and the air conditioning stuff and everything. But yeah, she's come up well. We still have Captain's in here sorting out the Prado that's been sold. So the front end will be back together on that today with any luck, if not tomorrow. Still have a few bits and pieces to paint, which are these back pieces that go underneath the back. He started sanding the boot lid because this was his first test spray out. And we put this bonnet, this is the bonnet for the car. It's been painted underneath. So this will get flipped over. We'll paint the bonnet, the boot lid, and those other little bits and pieces at the same time. And there's a little patch inside the door on the driver's door that's just got to get a blow in, and then that's pretty much it. That'll just sit then for probably 4 weeks for the paint to cure, because if you're in a big spray booth, they bake the paint and you can sand it straight away and it cures the 2-pack hard instantly. But it's out in Queensland's baking booth now and it'll sit out there for a while. He just spent the last 3 weeks on that car, so there's a lot of jobs that have to get done now to catch up. He's done a lot of cylinder head machining and stuff in between, but yeah, we've got cars to get out to keep doors open. I'll read a few comments and we'll keep moving, guys. Hello. G'day. Rims should be silver. Yeah, I've got another couple of rims just out here. These ones here. So we're just going to, he pressure washed these yesterday, I think he said. So we're just going to paint them old rims there up. Paint those ones up silver, and that way I can put the tape around for the white wall to simulate it, put the hubcaps on, put them on, and then take a photo of both, and we'll be able to compare silver wheels to black wheels, see which ones look better, just on one side again, and that way we can make a decision on what works. Yeah, so we are going to go through that process. I'll post a picture up again on the Facebook Parts Finder page. You guys can all see it and see what you reckon. But yeah, so the white wall tyres are the same size as the front ones. It's a 205 6515, easy to get. They're only $110 each, so they're probably twice the price just to have that white wall bit on it. I was thinking about buying a white wall machine thing, but it all comes down to time as well. For an extra little bit of money, I can just pick them up. I've got a tow down there early next week down to Brisbane, and I can pick the tyres up while I'm down there. So yeah, sweet. IRS is a bit tight with a 2.5 inch. Generators and pumps, have you done one? Can you get it through there? I was even thinking of going below the diff. The thing looks good, mate. Yeah, silver rims with white walls. I've got this pipe here. You know this cattle rail stuff? Apparently this is squashed down, this pipe here, if I go underneath the centre of the diff. Right, so that there relates to the same inside diameter as a 3-inch exhaust, just to get it through and then step it back to the 2.5 for the tailpipes. So I'll wait until I can talk to the exhaust guy and see what he can do, and we'll go from there. So not sure yet. I'd like a bigger exhaust than 2.25, but yes, it is going to be extremely tight. So we'll see how we go. Has anyone on here ever done a 2.5-inch exhaust all the way through on a Jag? Can it be done? Looking good. You can get it through, but just clearance is tight. Okay. Well, if it can be done, I'm pretty keen. So, yeah. All right. To be honest, there's not much else going on. I've just been doing tows. Leith's sorting that out today. I'm about to get on the forklift now, spend a couple of hours moving cars around in the yard and have a bit of a tidy up. And then, yeah, got a guy coming for the Mini tomorrow morning. It's over at the workshop now, so it's there. I was supposed to clean it, but I haven't had 5 minutes to do that, so he'll just have to come and see it while it's dirty. But it's not that dirty, it's just dusty, and yeah, it's just got a bit of prickles and stuff in it. But what do you do, eh? What do you do? But yeah, guys, that's a bit of an update on the Jag. Definitely going to be running those smaller wheels and stockos this time because we have lowered it. I bought 215s for the back, but you can see she's a bit sniffer dog, sitting like that, because the sidewall will end up being bigger, but the back will drop when we run just the 205s all the way 565. So you got override. Yeah, they come standard on the Jag bars, the overriders. The bars are on the ground over here. They are. The bars off this thing are in good shape. There's the bars there. We've just got to polish them before we put them back on. So that's the bars there. That's the rear, and that's the front. They both got overriders. All the Jags have overriders on them. Yeah, I tried to put Series 2 bars onto a Series 3 once and realised that the bolting points are different. Where the tail lights run, because these tail lights are just, they go up and around, whereas Series 3 ones are like that. Then the overrider sits in the part of the tail light. So it didn't really work too well. But anyway, it is what it is. But I'm happy with how it come up. You know, my Fairlane's been off at paint now for months and months and months, you know, like, and it's a big dollar paint job. And to be completely honest, I would have just been happy for it to be like this, give this a slice and buff, and it's very usable. So yeah, I'd say that we will be doing a few more paint jobs in the future. But anyway, it works out well. Leith enjoys it too. He worked at a panel shop for quite a few years as well. So yeah, all right, guys. Hope you enjoyed the update. I hope you're enjoying these quick. There, trim to the profile. Yeah, great job. Yeah, I hope you're enjoying these quick updates, guys. Just using the live feed, but actually being on the Wi-Fi. I am going maybe to go look at a Mark II Jag on Saturday. I'm not sure if I'm going to buy it or not. It's a Dameless. It's got the 2.5 V8 in it. They look like a Hemi with the sparklers that go through the rocker covers. I just don't know. Like, to be honest, it gets a little bit overwhelming at times having so many projects. But at the same time, if I don't buy more projects, when it's your job, but it's your life, it's hard. Like, it might seem all great that I've got all these cars and these projects, but it honestly does get a little bit overwhelming at times with everything going on. But anyway, I just don't know whether to bite the bullet and buy it as well. It's more time, but at the same time, I'd hate to run out of jobs and have to go work at Crazy Clark's or dollars and cents or something. But yeah. Anyway, all right, guys. Thank you for watching. I'll give you another update soon, maybe even tomorrow. It's just very easy for me to do these with you, show you what's going on and keep in touch. So yeah, tiny V8 Hemis those, very busy engine. The problem is with it is the engine is seized in that Mark II. I've looked for another engine. Okay, you know, bloke, that's good to know, generators and pumps, so please try and keep in touch if I buy the Mark II. It's missing the grill, but it's the Daimler grill, so the Daimler grill has those ribs on top, which I don't like. I'd probably just put a Jag grill back in it. The Daimler, I hope it's the later model one, I'm hoping, which means it's gone from generator to alternator. It looks like it is because it's got the single air intake instead of the dual. It's still got the dual SUs on top of the 2.5, but it's got the single air cleaner, which means it should be a late model one, which means it should have the better bars on it. There's just a lot. Like, if it's not the exact model and the car I want, even though it's very hard to find a 2.5 V8 Daimler, it's a lot of work. It's been hit in the front. It's not that rusty in the back. I don't know. Like, they're just going to be... I know the headache I had building that one, and I've got 6 or 8 of them out in the yard to find parts. How I'm going to go building one with no parts cars is going to be hard. But anyway, it's what we take on when we do what we do. So, but I'll keep you informed. I'll show you and see what you reckon. All right, guys. Thank you for joining in, and thank you for your input. And I'll post some pictures when we sort these wheels out a bit further. All right. See you.